Hey, good morning, everybody. It's early morning to LALATE, the 6:30 edition. Did you crush the weekend? What time to crush the Monday? The toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and big news across the board. As today, Wall Street reacts to the incredible great news of the reconciliation passing last Friday. So what will Wall Street do in the new day? The Dow futures and the NASDAQ futures are up slightly in the pre-dawn trading. Meantime, improving signs about the economy. But is there signaling indications of multiple stimulus checks? The retail market suggests yes, all those financial details as well. Meantime, what did Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, Janet Yellen, and Bernie Sanders say about the stimulus package over the weekend? I have those details as more. What a big day it is from Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home. This is a continuation of Early Mornings LALATE. Thank you for joining me on Early Morning to LA, the 6:30 edition. I'm so glad you're here. It's a big news day on a new Monday morning. The game is over, the football game is over, and we're ready to get back to the financial game. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. This is a 24-hour broadcast financial news channel, delivering you news from 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home. Thank you for joining me. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. In this recording, I'm going to go over Wall Street's reaction to stimulus news on Friday. Then I'll cut back to the stimulus news and go over what Yellen, Pelosi, Schumer, Biden, and also Sanders said about stimulus since Friday. And then I'll be cutting to the improving signs of the economy and what that means about stimulus, but then also the struggling numbers in the retail sector and what that means about your stimulus and multiple stimulus checks as well. If you've not noticed, there's an instant premiere over there, and you can chat with your Purple Power buddies, chat along with them, become a Purple Hawk, and share your thoughts about the game as well. And with that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you start a new morning is that the job numbers were particularly underwhelming as far as a few jobs were expected, said a Chris Zaccarelli note over this weekend. He's Chief Investment Officer at Independent Advisor Alliance. The job numbers that came out on Friday was just poor, and that may signal the interest of Wall Street to get the stimulus done as quickly as possible. Today you can see Wall Street react to the great news that the reconciliation bill was passed on Friday. You're going to get a $1,400 stimulus check, $2,800 married couple, $3,200 adult dependent, and $1,400 a child. They have to get the bill through the House of Representatives this week. 3 days of subcommittees will be analyzing, modifying the bill. If you need modifications to the bill as well, certainly push on social media with this video, #FPCRetro. Then it'll go over the Senate parliamentarian will look at it, and then it's off to the president's table. But are there improving signs of this economy? Of 184 companies in the S&P, 84% have topped estimates, says a new report. The rally's 3 pillars actually got stronger, says Adam Crisafulli, founder of Vital Knowledge, in a note obtained by LA News. Q4 earnings continue to dramatically exceed expectations. More stimulus is being poured into the economy, and the vaccination pace is accelerating. That's all really good news. But what does that mean for your stimulus? Well, the concern is whether there will be 1 more stimulus check after this or 2 more stimulus checks after this. People have been asking me, what's my opinion of the situation? Well, retailers actually suggest that the economy may not be back to full reemployment this year as initially expected. Over the weekend, Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary to Joe Biden, spoke about reemployment. And during that press conference, during that interview, she said she did not see reemployment of this economy until January 2021. As a result, it's important to understand that if reemployment is not occurring, then the issue is how soon and how often do you need stimulus checks. You may need a stimulus check in the summer of this year and another one in the fall if vaccination rates do not improve. Multiple checks may be a big issue, especially for retailers. Department stores like Nordstrom's Thursday said that revenues are expected to rise at 25% this fiscal year, which is actually below estimates of Wall Street. We don't think normal is going to get back to pre-pandemic levels, said Nordstrom's executive Eric Nordstrom to CNBC. But it's a strange time, particularly in big urban centers. You don't have office workers. For what we sell, there's headwinds that the pandemic has brought out a lot of fashions. So retail is a little concerned that the economy may not rebound as quickly as possible. Ralph Lauren is not particularly clear about the situation either. Ralph Lauren CFO and COO Jan Hamilton Nielsen, during an earnings conference call this last week, said, while we're very clear that there's some near disruption, which likely could last into fiscal 2022 from COVID, our long-term optimism, especially in the second half, is high. So she sees optimism high in the second half of this year. And while there's a contingency on the vaccine and some of the abatement of the virus, we think that the situation will improve. So there you go. What does that mean for your stimulus? It means that if you see slowing of vaccination rates, if you see slowing of concerns about rebound, then you could see 2 more stimulus checks, not 1. Over the weekend, we also saw promising news about vaccination numbers. 40,000 new vaccinations occurred in the last week. That would suggest that the U.S. economy could see in the hundreds of millions of vaccinations in the month of February. If true, that would be back on path to increase vaccinations across this country. But at the same time, we saw a troubling number yesterday. And that troubling number was regarding the UK strain. A new report says that the UK strain is now in 3% of the U.S. population, but is doubling every 2 days. If that's true, the report says we could see the UK strain at nearly 10% of the US cases in the United States within the next few weeks. It shows California and Florida leading the case for the UK strain. The same report also said that the UK strain could be the dominant strain of the coronavirus in the month of March, less than 30 days away. This follows the Osterloh report from a few days ago. He was the chief coronavirus expert to the Biden camp during the transition times, in which he said he thinks that the South African variant could be the dominant force by May. So suddenly we see from variant to variant what's really kicking in very quickly and very soon here. This is a real big concern. And ultimately this impacts your stimulus. The new report shows that the report was from a new study, and it showed that B.1.17, which is the UK variant, was doubling every 12.2 days in California, every 9.1 days in Florida, and every 9.8 days nationally. And that there's significant immunity transition and could be the dominant lineage by March 2021. But there is competition for more transmittable variants out there as well. So what does that mean about your stimulus? It means that for purposes of now, this stimulus is getting done, but the next ones could be shortly thereafter. It's important to understand that the stimulus package is very robust. It has about 5 items that help all the viewers of this channel. It has a stimulus item of $400 of FPUC from now to September, actually January to September. It has hazard pay. It has 2 types of hazard pay, public sector and private sector. It has EIDL grant. It has business grants. It has a business grant for rent, for restaurants. The great news is that over the next few days, you're going to finally see the bill. It's important that as soon as we see the bill, that we're ready to pounce. There's so much in the bill that helps so many people. Nearly every viewer of this channel qualifies for about 5 items under the third stimulus package: rent, utilities, food, childcare, and internet. That's on top of the stimulus check. But what's important to understand is that under the third stimulus package, nothing is automatic with the exception of the stimulus check. You have to know what it is, how you apply, and get that money application in as quickly as possible. Every item in the third stimulus package, without the exception of the stimulus check, is not automatic. and is application based, meaning the application is not live yet, but as soon as it becomes law, you have to be ready to pounce and get that money right away. Meantime, if you need help with rent assistance or utility assistance or anything with mortgage or food, don't wait now. Reach out to the volunteers. They're in the pinned comment to this video. They're at news.lalate.com/community. They can help you with rent, utilities, food, and assistance and mortgage right around the clock. And they're doing about 50 cases a day since October. Finally, if you are looking for that $600 stimulus check for the second stimulus package, well, guess what? Viewers are now getting a letter in the mail that will detail to them when the check was mailed, how it was sent, whether it was by check or by debit card or by direct deposit, and what they should do if they did not get it. There's 3 details in that letter that explains 1, an app you can download, 2, a phone number you can call, or 3, a website you can go to track that missing check. If you have questions or comments in today's video, drop them in the comments below. And if not, also like this video. Hit that subscribe button and consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. I'll next be live with you on mornings LA at 8:30 a.m. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay of LA for more.